about teaching command, we've got to define command. And for us, when we think about control, command, the definition that you in our sport is that the pitcher has the ability to put the baseball where he wants to. And we hear terms like pitching to spots or painting corners. The question is that really a definition that's realistic? Is there anybody out there that's actually doing this to a real fine margin? The answer is no, not consistently. We're going to look at some clips here of the very best pitch game in all of college baseball last year, and you're going to see this on display.
All right, so we're going to take a look at the ninth inning of Bryce Jarvis's perfect game last spring in 2020. And as you continue to watch the video, you're going to see the barrel move. You're going to see him challenging the strike zone. But what you don't see is this myth of painting. We see pitches that are intended in that are going to miss up. We see breaking balls that are meant to be away that are missing up over the middle of the plate. And if you shift over to the graphic that you see of the strike zone, there are going to be multiple pitches, fastball, off speed, that are missing over the heart of the plate. So what gave him a chance to throw one of the 31 perfect games ever pitched at the Division I level? And what gave him an opportunity to be one of only 18 of those games that extended all 9 innings? Well, he was 77% strikes over the course of the evening. He only got in one 3-ball count, and he was consistently putting hitters behind in the count throughout the day.
So we see there that the best game pitched in all of college baseball last year still had a lot of pitches that didn't hit the quote-unquote intended spot. What about at the big league level, guys? Well, there's a lot of data out there that tells us major league pitchers, they're not painting to small spots either. Major league pitchers only throw about 49% of their pitches in the actual square of the strike zone. In fact, the average major league pitcher misses his horizontal location, left, right, east, west, however you like to say it, by an average of about 6 inches. Only 1 in every 4 big league pitches thrown are within 2 inches of that horizontal, that east-west location. And when we start talking about vertical location and vertical command, that's even harder to measure. So we've got to get away from this idea of pitching to spots or delivering the baseball to an intended target. And we've got to focus more, when we think about command, on putting the baseball in a location that's either going to lead to called strikes or to swings.
So we're going to take a look now at possibly the best pitch game during the regular season of the 2020 MLB season. And what we're going to see is Giolito's no-hitter. And as you watch the film roll, you're going to notice the same thing. We're getting a lot of balls either in the strike zone or a lot of barrels moving. But what we don't see is this notion of painting. There are going to be several off-speed pitches that miss up in the zone. There are going to be some fastballs that are intended up that miss down. And does that mean that there was a poor tactical plan and that they should have been thrown in that location? No, most likely not. We understand that off-speed pitches are almost always going to be more effective at the bottom of the zone compared to the top. So with that being said, we just really have to have an honest conversation about command with our staff and our pitchers, because we're teaching command at a level that doesn't exist and that no one can demonstrate. And I'm as guilty as anyone over the past decade of asking our pitchers to do something that nobody at the highest level is doing. And if you want to compromise a pitcher's confidence, just give him a goal or a task that simply has been demonstrated as unachievable. And I get it. We all think of 1 or 2 pitchers when command comes to mind. We think about the name Greg Maddux, for example, and he's great. And if you go back and watch his games all the way through, you're going to notice several pitches that he's throwing that has a tremendous amount of glove movement. And not to mention, he was throwing to a little bit different zone as well.